I agree.
Well,
I thought there had to be a better way when we started doing it.
well,
Because I knew
that
it was
way
gonna...
is that way is really good. But on the reimbursement invoices for TCG Player, they don't group the cards by like common or uncommon or collector's number like we have them. You know.
Oh no!
Did it seriously freeze again?
It froze again. Let's see if I can fix it just the regular way.
Typically, we get about 20 players, 15 to 20. So yeah, sorry, we're fixing the camera. Looks like the camera froze. There we go.
Yeah.
Hallelujah, God
That was
bless.
nice. People didn't have to see me chilling out over here.
Yeah. So, what was I talking about?
You're talking about typical turnout is 15 to 20 players.
Oh yeah, I was
Or
saying
were you talking about
TCG player.
TCG before that.
So they're not organized in any kind of like way that we have them. So I mean, I literally had to go and look up what some cards were because I didn't know all the commons, you know, by name or what color they were. Or, it sucked. And the invoice was 851 cards.
Yeah.
And it took me like 2 hours to do it, which is not that bad considering how much work it was. But
Yeah.
we need to make a better system for it. But I want to wait until we get everything moved around so we don't have to move all the cards around and I can build the shelf. And another thing is when we're pulling the cards for the invoice, if they're all in different boxes, the person should probably be back there and doing it.
Yeah, I agree. But we should be able to be back there.
Right, that's my point.
I don't know if there's going to be a way to do that.
Well, if we could
I mean,
set up
there's
a
a
chair
stool
right
we
there.
can put back there.
Yeah, that'd be doable. But it'd be like if we push it all the way back towards this glass and then have that area in front there, you know, with a play mat and the boxes, that would be good.
Yeah.
That would be good.
When are we doing that swapperoo?
Which one?
The one where we swap that stuff over here and over there.
I wanted to do it like as soon as possible, but y'all said y'all couldn't do it until like the 20, like 2 weeks.
Well, I can't do it Saturday. I'm not going to be here.
Or we could do it a Sunday or a Monday or whenever.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter to me. I am free all days. Well, to do that kind of thing.
To do that kind of thing.
Because that's going to make, you know,
Yeah.
we can't really, I don't really want to move forward until we do that.
Yeah, there's some stuff that's stalled due to that.
Alright, Inquisition, what's it going to take?
Expedition map. Thought not seared.
Well, can't take Thought Not Seer. You want to pull up Inquisition? Inquisition of Kozilek. He does in fact take the Expedition map.
That's right. Expedition map's awesome.
Well, he probably took it because that's the only card he could take.
Probably.
Due to the nature of Inquisition of Kozilek.
Hey, it's the collar.
Basilisk collar, yeah.
Yeah, the one on the doggy. The doggy collar. At least I think it's on a doggy.
It is. Some kind of beastie thing.
I really like Jordan's lands.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty.
Which one? Just kidding. There's multiple Jordans. There's the Bliss Jordan and then the McConnell Jordan.
Ha 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 ha.
Okay, so
The one with the full art lands.
there's a Liliana. That's Liliana the Veil. That's a good one.
Liliana of the Veil.
So why did your sister bring us Taco Bell if she had to drive her coworker to Fort Valley?
Because she wasn't planning on it, and she was planning on picking me up from work.
Uh-huh.
And then my husband was like, hey,
Oh, so she just kind of got rope-a-doped, and it seems like that happens to your sister a lot.
getting rope-a-doped into doing stuff for people?
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
She signed up to... See, this is the thing. My husband told me this morning he was going to be the one picking me up, you know, because
Yeah.
our car got damaged in the accident. I dropped it off to get repaired.
Sure.
And, so he's like, okay, I'll come and get you around
Ooh, there's
10:30.
Thought Not Seer.
And 10:30 comes,
Took past
and
exile.
he's not here. And I'm like, hey, who's
Yeah.
coming? You coming to get me? He's like, oh, your sister's coming to get you. And Katie asked if I was getting off at 11.
Yeah.
At 11, and I was like, yeah.
Makes sense.
And I was, but she didn't respond. And sometimes she gets stuck because she's a waitress doing side
Yeah,
work before
right.
she can leave.
Absolutely.
I was like, so is nobody picking me up tonight? Nobody tells me what's going on. I'm just sitting here in the dark.
Man, that glare is back, Jenny.
I
After I
know,
moved
it's back
everything.
with a vengeance.
And like that light is not moving, so I don't know how the glare is moving.
I don't know. Maybe it's just the type of sleeves they have.
Maybe. I mean, most of these players are using like matte sleeves, so.
Well, that doesn't make any sense then.
I know. The matte is supposed to not glare.
Right. It reduces glare. So what?
Nice sleeves, bruh.
I blame Bliss.
Looks like Jordan just drew a Siege Runner. Good old Siege Runner. It's a good card. Liliana died. Got smashed by the Reality Smasher.
Yep.
There's Path to Exile on the Reality Smasher. I'll have to discard a card though. Well, maybe not. Oh, it gets countered by the Chalice of the Void. Get wrecked.
Sad times.
Got ahead of yourself there, bucko. I mean, I forgot about Chalice too.
Tink, tink. Bliss still lost 2 life.
Well, Bliss has a tower and a mine in play, so there you. Okay, so now this guy has Trample and Death Touch. That is a favorable interaction. That means that no matter how many creatures block it, he can assign 1 damage per creature to kill them, then the rest to his opponent.
Gross.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Hey, Matter Reshaper.
So for instance, if like, you know, Bliss attacked this 5/5 guy, and Jordan blocked with like a 10/10, Bliss could like hit it for 1, do the rest to his opponent, and then they would trade.
Nice.
Yep. Interesting. So yeah, it looks like Bliss is at 20, Jordan's at 18. So, yeah, a little laggy there. Misplayed so already has Decay in his hand. Does he? Could have killed the collar maybe, or I assume he decayed. What did he decay? The Chalice. So he should have decayed the Chalice and then Path the Reality Smasher. Makes sense. He probably just forgot about the Chalice. I mean, clearly he forgot about Chalice and he counted his Path, but that's why he didn't do that. Siege Runner. Oh boy, Dismember. So Bliss pays 4 life to play that. That's a blowout. That is a blowout. But he's just going to gain 5 life right back from the Smasher. So he's at 21. Jordan is going to take, I think, just 4. He's at 13. Because it tramples over for 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good.
Well, at least Bliss's deck is firing this time.
Oh, definitely. That exchange is when I was discussing where like the Death Touch and the Trample worked, where Jordan blocked it with enough power to kill the Smasher, but even if all things had, you know, gone, you know, on schedule, like on board, how Jordan blocked, he still would have taken the trample damage because of the Death Touch. So, pretty good. So yeah, I mean, Bliss played a Reality Smasher on like turn 4 or 5, and then it just never died. So I mean, there you go. Do you have like a number on that, or no? Let's see. Well, I wonder how they're going to sideboard. Jordan probably has maybe like Fulminator Mage. That'd be a good one. You familiar with Fulminator Mage?
I am unfamiliar with Fulminator Mage. I think we've mentioned it before, but...
Yeah. Oh yeah, in Living End we talked about it. Remember the dude that kills land?
Yeah.
So, I don't know if that's going to be good here, with the way Jordan's deck's worked out, but I mean obviously it's good against like people trying to set up Eldrazi Tron. Other cards Jordan could have, cards that kill Reality Smasher.
Yeah.
You know, like Fatal Push. Fatal Push can't kill Reality Smasher. So he's got like Path, which can.
Fatal Push seems to be like the blanket card that would just be good to have in your sideboard if you play black.
Well, a lot of people play a main deck because it can kill anything, you know?
Yeah.
They cost 4 or less, usually. And, you know, you can set up the like revolt thing to kill bigger guys really easily with fetch lands and stuff.
Yeah.
And just the way the games play out, you know, cards trade, stuff dies. So that's why it's so good, you know. So you can play it on turn 1 to kill a mana guy. You can play it on whatever other turn to kill a big guy.
Yeah.
Without like altering your strategy at all, really. You can just kind of play your regular game. Bliss, I don't know what he's gonna have. I'm sure, like, I know Jordan has like Lingering Souls in his deck. You know what Lingering Souls is? It's a sorcery. It's a white card.
It's where you make the tokens, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's flashback. But with Tarmogoyf and like Grimflayer, cards that mess with the graveyard, or you know, they don't rely on the graveyard, but they kind of do.
Maybe
But
he just had like some
Relic of
graveyard
Progenitus would
burying
be,
stuff.
yeah,
See,
the go-to.
Matter Reshaper in there? Yeah.
Looks like he has Reality Smasher, the top card. I don't know what the others are. There's another Reality Smasher.
Jeez.
Well, they cost 5. So
I hope you got some basic.
he's on the draw. I don't know. Depends on what his other cards are.
Yeah. I know he's got those two, a Matter Reshaper in there, but I couldn't tell if he had any lands or not.
Looks like he's thinking.
Well, I mean, he's got some good creatures in there.
Yeah. The way that I always judge hands is like, you know, looking at how it's going to play out with like, what am I going to do on the first couple turns?
Right.
I think I would have mulliganed the hand.
He did.
But if you need to draw like spells, say you have a bunch of lands, you need to draw spells, that's one thing. Or if you need to draw, you know, lands because you have a bunch of spells, that's another thing. But if you need to draw like lands and spells to make your hand good,
Yeah.
I think you should always mulligan. Unless it's a very corner case scenario where like you have a card that your opponent just can't beat. Like if you had,
I see at least one basic land in there. So
yeah, it's
that's
wastes. Like if Bliss was playing his Dredge or something and he had like 2 relics in 1 land, you know, you'd keep that hand. But you need to draw lands and spells to eventually win the game.
good. Expedition map.
There's the Expedition map. There's Tarmogoyf.
Oh my gosh.
And without like graveyard interaction from Bliss,
How does he have
the
2
Tarmogoyf,
lands on turn? Or did Jordan go first?
Jordan went first
Okay.
because Bliss won. But like Bliss's deck puts a lot of like artifacts, you know, you can put planeswalkers in the graveyard and stuff. Creature types that are like, you know, non-traditional usually.
Right.
So the Tarmogoyf can get big fast. It's just a 1/2 though. He uses the Liliana just to like make it a little better. Now it's 2/3. So Bliss lost 1.
Jordan's at 18. That one, yeah.
Did he? Oh, he's shocked on turn 2.
Yeah.
Off the Overgrown Tomb.
Is that an Eldrazi temple he's got in play?
Yeah, so he could play Thought Not Seer if he wanted to. He also has Dismember in his hand.
I think he's got Matter Reshaper too. And maybe another Expedition map? Can't really tell.
Well, time will tell, that's for sure.
Well, yeah.
There's the temple. So you could like play the Smash, or not the Smasher, the you see his main phase is Dismember. He lost 4 life.
Gotcha.
You know what Dismember does? You can type it in. It's 1815, yep. Dismember. It's a good card.
Ooh, it is a good card.
So you can like pay 1 mana to give some -7, -5. But you gotta pay a bunch of life.
Yeah.
In Bliss's deck, he has no black mana, so it's always 1 mana. Pay 4 life.
Fair enough.
Fatal Push takes care of the
Matter
Matter
Reshaper?
Shaper, and it looked like he hit a walk. Was that Walking Ballista?
I don't know if I've seen it come out. He's got an Urza's,
Where's his mine?
yeah. Where's this one in there? And
Mind Stone. Okay. There's a Thought Knot Seer. Looks like he's got 2 Path to Exiles and a Feed the Clan. You know what Feed the Clan is?
Feed the Clan.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting that Jordan brought in Feed the Clan because it lets you know his mindset in the matchup. You know.
Yeah.
He's, you know, clearly worried about dying to the Eldrazi guys. He does have a lot of 4-power guys in his deck theoretically.
Yeah.
Like Grimflare can be a 4/4, Tarmogoyf can be a 4/4.
Siege
Rhino. Siege Rhino. I think Jordan plays 1 Siege Rhino in his deck.
And we've seen it almost every time he's played.
Yeah. Well, he's gone whole tournaments of not drawing it, you know.
Yeah.
I know I played him a couple times and he never drew it. Weeks ago. But, you know, once you draw it, you can recur it, you know, and it's a good card. It's not like super awesome, but it's pretty good.
Right.
So it looks like the Thought Knot Seer ate a path and then got pathed. I think.
Oh look, expedition map.
Not sure. It didn't get exiled though. So maybe it didn't get pathed.
So we're going for our
I guess
Tron
he's gonna
now?
get a
There's a tower.
tower power plant. Yep.
Only missing.
And the Sphere Factory is still going.
Well, it's on like a marathon now.
Oh, really?
I think
So
because
they're
they
literally-
started the next episode.
Well, they're still like playing beer pong with like the 100-year-old eggs.
Ew. Do they toss the egg into it?
No. Like they throw the beer pong ball, but like one of the cups has got 100-year egg junk in it. They have to drink.
Ew.
There you go.
Ugh.
It's terrible.
Nope. Can't watch it.
I like Ludicrous though. Another Thought Knot Seer. That one took the Feed the Clan. If I recall correctly, you could have cast that in response, but only had 1 mana open.
Yeah.
So that's sad times. Sad times indeed.
Did he just eat 4?
Jordan is at 14 and Bliss is at 8. Yep, that's correct.
Ooh. Is that an Endbringer? In his hand? Do you have limitless mana yet, Bliss? I do not think so.
No, he didn't have the power plant.
Oh, sad times. Got another expedition map in there. I
Well,
can't
that'll-
tell, you're shuffling your cards too fast.
Flickety flickety flockety flickety.
Is that like a Magic player thing?
It's
I've
a
noticed
tick,
a lot of the guys
you know.
on the stream do
I mean,
that.
I do that too.
I know.
You know? Okay.
I saw it when you played Brandon with
You
his
saw it
Tiki
with your-
Cord deck.
You saw it with your Ojos?
I saw it with my Ojos.
Your Ojos. Mojo Ojos.
You know how weird it is to be in Spanish class and say your name is Yennefer
That's awkward.
or Hennifer.
In high school, you remember Miss Null?
Yeah.
I had her. My name is Andres. She picked it for me. I didn't like it. I slept non-stop in that class.
Yeah.
Gotta see. I know nothing. I know
Hey,
nothing.
you know Ojos.
I know that's Thought Knot Seer though. He's got a big Oho.
He does have a big Ojo.
Is that another Feed the Clan that got eaten? That's embarrassing. He didn't have any green mana. That sucks. Because he even has a 4-power guy out. He could like gain 10.
Oh my goodness.
But he's just like, nope, don't have green mana. Only got 1 source. Sucks.
That's bad.
Oleana, not the best here because can't really, you know, do a whole lot. Like Bliss isn't really gonna attack. I mean, I guess plus another Thought Knot Seer is fine. Interesting.
What are you doing, Bliss?
I'm not sure how big the Gorth is.
Gotcha.
That die says how much it is, but I can't read it.
I think it says 5, 6.
5, 6. That would make sense. Okay,
Lily
well.
died for the other Lily.
Interesting. Hmm. Okay. It seems like maybe he could have attacked with both of his guys. I guess Bliss wouldn't have. Well,
I thought he did attack with both of his
he
dudes.
did. Well, I was thinking of using like. Huh. I'm just trying to think of how to maximize that first Liliana. Like knowing.
Hey, is that a Karn liberated I
Oh
see
yeah,
on the
it is.
field?
Like at the time, we didn't know he had another Liliana, so it didn't seem like the first Liliana was that meaningful.
Yeah.
I'm sure he thought about it more than we did, though. Considering he's playing the match. Both players discard a card. Ooh, Reality Smasher. And then he discarded Lingering Souls. So, it's pretty good.
Is he using his land as a thing?
Yeah. He can flash back to Lingering Souls now. Lingering Soul is really good in the deck, with the Lilianas.
Man, his Karn might die.
It probably will. I mean...
Oh, sad. Whoa, he's going up 5.
Yeah, Karn. You want to type in Karn?
Yeah.
Karn
I've seen
liberated.
him a couple of times. Like, I know he does some stupid stuff.
Getting wrecked. Yeah, he's good. Uh-oh, Bliss taps a bunch of mana. It's Walking Ballista. That is going to go ham on Jordan's permanents. Well, I guess only for 3. There you go. Like last turn he used the first ability and Jordan exiled Verdant Catacombs.
Exile a card from his or her hand.
Yep. So there, Jordan makes Bliss sacrifice a creature, but in response, Bliss sacrifices the Ballista to kill the spirits and then poke Jordan for 1.
Oh my goodness.
Jordan's at 15 now, after he gained the 2 from the Shambling Vents, I believe.
You done?
You get some sweet hero clicks? You get some sweet hero clicks?
I did. Got some
Excellent.
like sweet little plastic solid.
I can't believe he hasn't troned up yet. Up there we go.
There it is.
As soon as I say something.
Speak of the devil and he shall appear.
There we go. He's got all the Earth lands out now.
Yeah.
Yep. And Karn.
Yay.
Pretty good.
I just want to see it Lugan appear out of nowhere,
Actually restart the game.
Oh yeah, I've done that. Pretty nasty. I haven't played with Karn in a long time though. That was the deck that I sold to Jared.
Oh yeah?
He played. Yeah.
Kate's gonna be talking about that magic tomorrow.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Why is that?
Yeah, why is
I don't
that?
know. I think,
She's excited about Magic.
well, she's not totally dreading it. And I think she and June were talking about it on Drive where June was. And so she's got some, her coworker.
Her coworker is with Tyree.
Oh, okay.
Tyree is her,
So she's
her
pregnant?
fiance. Yeah.
Pregnant chick. So for some reason, I don't know if I told you this, but I thought they had already given birth.
Yes.
Okay.
But they did not.
Interesting. I'm with it. And that glare is killer.
Yeah. I don't know what it is.
Yes. They are.
Yes. We only have pink.
I have some teal ones at the house if you prefer those. Teal? Teal? Yeah. Like, they're called light blue.
Big
But
rough guys.
the ones that are on...
Forehead.
I think so. Sure, yeah, they're sealed still. If you want them. Yeah. Okay. I'll just trade them out with the store.
Okay, cool.
And I'll get pink ones or whatever.
Come down here before
Ooh,
Okay.
Matter Reshaper,
Yeah.
Endbringer.
Well, I'll be here Thursday and Friday.
Karn at 6. Oh, Termagoyf's out.
Tarmogoyf.
What?
Well, I can give them to. Well, I guess nobody else will be here though. I guess nobody else will be here before then, right? Like, I would say Bliss will be here, but that's Friday.
Karn has 6.
Yeah, buddy.
Getting close. We should still be at 14 and 4 as far as I know.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
I wonder if Miss Bliss is still watching.
I don't know. Is Mrs. Bliss still watching?
Well, we can check.
Let's find
And
out.
click on the
Mrs.
the
Bliss.
folks. They're
are you
alphabetized.
still here?
She's not.
She is not. She probably went to the bed with the kiddos.
Factually correct.
I'd go to bed with the kiddos too.
Well, Reality Smasher, Matter Reshaper, bunch of mana.
Oh, is that Reality Smasher? My bad.
Yeah, the big guy next to Matter
I don't know
Reshaper.
why I called him Endbringer.
There are Endbringers in the deck too. Bliss has not drawn them though.
Tarmogoyf is thinking real hard. Reshaper's like, nah, bro, you're not gonna hurt Karn. He's my friend. Hey, it's the brain thing. Brain in a jar.
What?
That's what I call it. Brain in a jar.
There's actually a magic card called Brain in a Jar.
Oh, well, it's not that one.
Okay.
It's the mind one.
Oh, Mind Stone.
Yeah, it looks
Okay.
like a brain.
Well, Brain in a Jar is also a 2-mana artifact. Believe it or not. I mean, this is real life right now. That's why, and there's actually a modern deck that was like Brain in the Jar.
Oh my goodness.
But
Did it have
rules,
Mind Stone in it?
No. But rules changes happened that it got killed.
Aw.
Yep. It's funny.
Damn, didn't know.
Das Nueve. Bliss is at 4 still. Thought he was at 1 for a second. I was like, how did he go to 1?
Magic
There's
land.
Grimflare. He's probably at 4-4.
Aw, Karn's down to 3. Oh, he must have like exiled stuff.
Yeah, he exiled. It looks like he exiled the Goyf,
Okay.
I believe.
I guess I can see. This is still anyone's game now, though.
Well, Bliss has the Karn, which can like either get Jordan's last card out of his hand or just trade with his Grimflare. And then it's gonna be like Bliss with all this infinite mana and a Reality Smasher against Jordan who has nothing.
Yeah.
So eats Thoughtseize. So interesting.
7. I think he just really wants that Karn to fire
He could. Really though, he just didn't want to lose the Karn right there. Because if he would have exiled a permanent and then the Karn would have died, with this he can, in theory, exile 2 permanents without the Karn dying in the future.
Yeah.
There's Township, trades the dudes off. So now it's, you know, Bliss with Karn versus, you know, Jordan.
I think he drew a Matter Reshaper
Thought Not Seer.
or Thought Not Seer. Couldn't tell which one.
Yep. Like I was like picking off lands at this point. But he might go to restart the game. Yeah, it looks like he is. Interesting.
He's just gonna. What are you doing, Bliss?
Now he's got that's Seagate Wreckage, that land, which is I think like if you have no cards in your hand or something, you draw a card. I forget exactly.
Is that another Goyf?
It is, but I mean Karn's at 11 counters. You can exile a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
More mana for Bliss. Like at this point, he's just going up, you know. No, he's exiling it. I think that's the wisest thing to do, but I mean, I would have exiled a land last turn probably. That's just me. There's a Siege Rhino. Wow. Bliss goes to 1. When Siege Rhino comes into play, you gain 3 and they lose 3.
Oh my goodness.
He's not at 0 now. There you go.
I clicked an extra when I went to click over to him. Make him 8.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Well.
What are you gonna do, Bliss?
Yep.
Restart the game?
No, I think that is 7 counters now.
Yeah, that is true.
That's it's close, man. Well, maybe Jordan has more than one Siege Rhino in his deck because he already played one this game, right?
I think he has already played a round of this game.
Well, the last time I talked to him, he only had 1. Maybe he's got 2 now. But if Bliss exiles a Siege Rhino with Karn, then he can attack twice with Thought-Knot Seer to kill his opponent. Jordan doesn't really have any haste guys. So, there he exiles a Siege Rhino. Attacks with Thought-Knot Seer. Jordan falls to 4. He has no cards in hand. Let's see what he draws.
Did not get to see that.
Drew a land.
Wow. That was good.
Yeah. You kept... I wonder if y'all heard him yell, you kept an abrupt case. Tilt. Alright, well the Tron deck defeated Abzan. Not really a surprise. The Tron decks have always been good against green decks.
Alright, so what are
We're still waiting on Jacob Stolp and Dredger. That is Eldrazi Taxes versus Living End. That'll be...
Oh wow, I think, well that...
Looks
that
like Jacob
round
just
ended.
won.
So...
And then James is playing Eric Ferris. That is Scred Red versus Scape Shift. Looks like that's the last match now. I'd be surprised if Scred won that one, honestly.
Yeah. Alright, so I guess what we'll do is we'll cut to some replays.
I don't know if they can hear us while the replays are on.
They're not on. That's still Jordan and Bliss.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah, I was just getting it ready to go.
Yeah, I don't know if... Alright, I got you.
I guess we'll have to cut to some replays while some of these matches finish out.
Yeah, there's one match left. They've been playing for about 45 minutes, so they should be done here probably the next 10 minutes. So we'll be back live, unless you just want to chat while they finish.
We can do that.
Why don't we do that?
Okay.
Talk about McGurkurds.
McGurkin. Apparently I'm a closet commander player, but I didn't realize I was in the closet about my commander playing.
Why are you in the closet about your commander playing?
I don't know, that's what Anthony said. He called me a closet commander player.
No, I don't think so. I think you're just a commander player.
I think I'm fairly open about my commanderness.
Yeah. You said Katie doesn't like commander.
She does not.
Interesting.
I have a very eclectic taste, and so I like getting to play multiple cards, like a bunch of different cards.
No, I understand, yeah.
You know?
There's some new commander decks coming out soon.
I know.
They're tribal.
That anthology they've got coming out soon, I kind of want it, but I don't know if I need it.
No, I wouldn't get that one. I mean, there's actually new commander decks coming out. Like
Right.
about 5. They're tribal based.
Okay.
And one of the tribes is dragons.
I do like playing tribal decks, though.
Me too. I think one's elves. I think. Yeah, so I mean,
Man.
elves
I think I'm
is
gonna
cool.
have to just pre-order one of most of them.
Yeah, and they're like the, $35.
Right.
But that'll be cool. I don't know. I want to get one. I'm not sure. I want to wait until all the tribes come out. But people think that there's going to be dragons, elves,